What's up, Team Huckhouse? So many of you guys have been commenting, what's your gear? What jacket is that? What boot do you ride? What board is that? And today, I'm gonna answer all of those questions for you. I'm gonna show you all of my gear. It's all gonna be linked in the description. You can snag any of it that you want. But before we really get into this video, I want you to know I am not a techie dude. This is the gear I rock. I know the gear is good, but I don't know the name. I don't know the waterproofing. I don't know really any specs about it, because all I care about is like snowboarding, and then all of my energy goes into editing. So I'm not very on the gear side of stuff, but I'll break down what I like about each gear and show you some sick clips of me ripping in the gear and everything like that. But basically this video is to kind of show you what I'm rocking, and then really is to have all the links in the description. So if you're like, man, it's really sick that he like rocks that vest, I want that vest, well, the vest is in the description, go snag it. So of course we're gonna start off with my own merch, the Evolution merch. Now I do wear the Evolution merch every single day, whether it's a t-shirt underneath or my sweater or a hoodie. I'm always rocking my merch. If you guys do want any of the hoodies, t-shirts, any of that, I'm running a sale right now, 10% off. The link is in the description. Snag yourself some merch and then tag me on Instagram. I'll give you guys gear and sticker shout outs all the time. Next is gonna be the DC hoodie. You've probably seen this a ton. I've actually had this for like 5 years now. This is called the DC Snowboard hoodie, I'm pretty sure. At least I went to Google, typed in snowboarding hoodie, and I found this. This hoodie's sick. It's got a zipper on the pocket, which is so nice. Any snowboard gear that you have that has a pocket, if it has a zipper, it's a win. It was water resistant over the years, kind of whatever, but I mean 5 years, it still looks this good. I'm stoked on it, and I wear this a lot in the springtime. So I'll have the newer version linked in the description for that hoodie. And if you guys know anything about me, all of my gear is gonna be DC. It's my favorite company. I like the fit. Fits well with short guys, and I'm not very tall. And I like the style. It really fits my type of riding. Now this is the classic DC jacket. This is what we started the YouTube channel with. So many of you guys recognize this jacket. I haven't been wearing it a lot this season because if you go watch any of season 1 and a lot of season 2, you'll see this jacket a ton. The thing I like most about this jacket, honestly, is just the way it has a collar and then the way the hood fits with the collar. This jacket looks pretty sick when you're wearing it. So that's what I liked about it. It's a very thin jacket, there's not much to it, but it's a very cheap jacket. You actually can still find them online for like 70 bucks. Inside the jacket, of course, you got a powder skirt and you got your glove pocket right there. The phone pocket's this little Velcro on the inside. It doesn't got that cool secret pocket. And then other than that, it's just your basic thin jacket. It's nice for the end of the season because it does get warmer, but I still like jacket stees, so I can wear it with just a t-shirt underneath and on like a warm day and still get by with a jacket. Now this DC jacket, I was told not to get it. I was told it was the ugliest thing ever, and honestly this I think is my favorite jacket I ever owned. It's just such an out there looking color, and it looks so bad that if you rock it snowboarding, you make it look good, and so that's what I was stoked about it. I like to take ugly things and just make them look cool. Once again, this jacket's not very thick. It's a pretty thin jacket. That's what I usually like to do, is get my jackets like not super bulky or whatever, kind of thin, and then wear layers underneath to warm up with the weather. But once again, on those warmer days, I can still rock a jacket with just a t-shirt underneath. Exact same inside as the other one. You got your nothing too special inside this jacket. The red jacket, I picked this up last season. This jacket is super sick. A little thicker than those other two, and I'm pretty sure this was Torstein Horgmo's pro model jacket. Not last season, but the season before. If you know me, Torstein Horgmo is my favorite pro, and I thought this jacket was sick. I wanted a red jacket, mainly because in the video, red pops better with the trees. So when we're filming every single day, if it's a cloudy, low light day, I don't disappear in the trees because I got a nice bright red jacket. This jacket's got these two interesting pockets right here on the side. They actually go super deep down. I think they're best for actually storing my wallet. Other than that, they're kind of weird to store really anything. Unlike the other two jackets, this one actually has a vent. And then inside the jacket, we got the secret pocket right here on the side, which is super nice. We got the powder skirt, the glove pocket, and really, I think that's it for the inside. This jacket's super sick. Once again, DC, I like it. It goes over my hands, all that stuff. Now, I've wanted a vest for years, and I was too scared to get one because vests work two ways. You gotta be very good, or you're gonna wear it and look stupid. So it took a while to man up, finally get a vest, but also to find a vest that I liked, which is a DC vest. And I'm stoked on this one. It's not black, it's like dark blue. It's got your phone pocket right here. Your side pockets do have zippers, which is super nice. And what I do is I just take my Evolution hoodies and I put them underneath it. I use a gray and a red one right now, but I have other hoodies that I could put underneath it, which makes me stoked on this vest. It's very versatile. It's gonna work good at the end of the year. And yeah, vests are sick. Before we jump into the pants, we'll cover the crash pants. These are just demon protective wear crash pants. These things are a butt bone saver. I highly recommend snagging a pair of crash pants. They're really nice too because you just wear the crash pants and then your snowboard pants and then you're good to go. It's not really weird. You're not like wearing underwear and then snowboard pants. You're not wearing like basketball shorts or pants, or it's just simple. Underwear, crash pants, snowboard pants. So snowboard pants are the gear that I trash the most. No joke, I go through a pair of pants every single year. So this year I bought 2 pairs, hopefully to prolong the life of them by rotating them. And you guys have seen that in the video so far. So I bought a pair of khaki pants despite what my wife said. She said you're gonna look like you work at Target if you wear a red jacket and khaki pants. And I was like, Target's sick, so I don't care. So I got myself some DC khakis. I do not like the pocket placement on these. You put your wallet in this pocket and no joke, it's hitting you in the knee the whole time. But the pant pockets are nice, they're nice and deep. You put your phone in there, it doesn't feel weird. I haven't tried the butt pocket yet because I really don't trust putting a wallet in the butt pocket of your snowboard pants. It sounds awful, it sounds like a big old knot on your butt cheek. These pants do have a vent and they do have the boot guard, and I think these pants are sick. Now this is the year of trying new things. I have never owned a bib before, and I decided, you know what? I'll try and get a bib this year. Sounds nice not getting any snow down your pants. However, it's not nice when your shirt rides up. Now my biggest issue with these is I'm a short guy, so I had to get size small, but I got a big old booty and some fat thighs from snowboarding every single day. So it's really hard to actually put these on, but once I do get them on, they actually fit me like lengthwise, which is nice, a little tighter on the waist, which I think causes my shirts to rise up as I'm jumping and spinning and doing all that stuff. So that's the issue I've been having with them. They are DCs, and it's not that the pants are bad. I mean, these are built exactly like the other ones, except for they're a bib. So the pocket placement is terrible. But these ones are nice because they do have a pocket in the middle, like a phone pocket here and then just a straight pocket there. The elastics are nice too. I haven't had any really issues with them falling off the sides or feeling like a bra or anything. Not that I know what a bra feels like. Overall, I think these are sick, other than the fact that I'm having issues with them because I've never done bibs before. All right, so let's get into the gear, the headgear, hand gear, whatever, the facial gear. So I'm a big fan. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This helmet I've had for I think 6-7 years now. It is a Guirllmo and quality helmet. I haven't had to replace this at all. I haven't busted my head that bad. There's no dings in the helmet. So this helmet is what I've been rocking. I'll have a newer Guirllmo, same model, linked in the description if you need a helmet. I think it was a very quality product. I mean, 7 years on it. Now most helmets are single impact and you gotta replace it. This was a multiple impact helmet, at least that's what I was told when I bought it. It's got the same foam as a professional football player helmet inside of it. Once again, that's what I was told when I bought it. And this thing is sick. So I'm rocking a function face mask, just a general face mask. Once again, this thing is sick and it keeps my face warm. And I'll have the function stuff all linked in the description. On top of the function face mask, I rock a beanie. Now this is literally, it says Sprint and then US Snowboarding on it. I got this from Doom Tour like 10 years ago. They were giving away for free. I just like that it's a really crappy beanie. It doesn't go very far. If I was to just wear this beanie, it would suck. But under a helmet, it is perfect. It's literally the perfect beanie. So I've been rocking this beanie under my helmet for the last 10 years, and it sucks other than the fact that it fits under my helmet just right. Now I do have a glove sponsor, and it is Elevation Supply Co. These guys are so sick. They sent me a ton of gloves, and they're super supportive. They're based out of Wisconsin, and they make a quality glove. If you've been watching the videos this early season, you can tell how many times I've been hand dragging, doing tripods, doing just whatever. I'm always holding a camera. I'm always just, I use my hands a lot when I'm snowboarding. And as you can tell, my primary gloves are still in awesome condition. There's no signs of tears. There's a little bit of like burn and stuff, but these things are sick. So I have the trigger mitts as my primary, but I also have a backup pair of trigger mitts. Same exact glove, just different color. And I highly recommend these gloves out of all of theirs that they sell. They recently sent me these pipe mittens. I have been trying them out. They're super awesome. They're really warm for pipe mittens. The only thing about them that I don't like is that they say free ride. I'm not a big fan of like wordage or anything on my gear. Like the original DC jacket says like DC whatever on the back. Not a big fan of that either. I do just like things to just be plain solid colors. Lastly about the Elevation Supply Co. gloves is they have a hot box technology which puts the hand warmer right here on your blood vessels, which keeps your hand extra warm. So it's a really sick new thing that they're working on, and I highly recommend checking these gloves out. A lot of people have been asking, where are you gonna be riding? What passes you got? All this stuff. So I do have the full Epic, I have the Icon base, and I have an Arapahoe Basin pass. Before we jump into the goggles, there is something that I put on my goggles sometimes. These things are more flashy and kind of weird, but they're called Goggle Socks. So this is an American flag one, I got a pineapple one. Basically, it's a goggle sock, or it's a goggle bag, whatever, that is just elastic and kind of goes over just your goggles. So if you're the type of rider that likes to wear sunglasses and sometimes your goggles, a lot of instructors are that way, you can pull your goggles up, throw this on, and then you don't have to worry about your goggles getting scratched up. I'm the type of guy that's like goggle to helmet or goggle bag instantly. I don't want my goggles to get scratched up, my lenses. I like to keep my stuff super nice because I want to get as many days out of the gear before I have to replace it. So I personally have 3 pairs of goggles, which are all from my goggle sponsor. Now these are the new model right here. These are the Outdoor Master Pros. These things are sick. They're magnetic lenses, but the new model has these locks that you can pop off, and then the actual goggle pops up like this, and you can, one, keep it up like that if you want, but you can remove the lens and then put the new lens on. Super easy, magnetic, other than the locking system, so you don't slam and then pop off. So these are the newer model. I've worn these a couple times, but I'm truly in love with the older model, mainly because I don't like the locking system. I do just like that the goggles come off and on, and I have had a slam where they've popped off really intensely. But that was a really intense slam, and the goggles don't pop off often, I promise. As well as there's never any wind coming in. My eyes don't water or anything from wind coming through the goggles. These things are pure quality. And this is my other pair. It's just a different color, same goggle, Outdoor Master Pros. And I rock these ones when I wear the gray jacket. They just match better. But the best part about these goggles is that they're only $40, and I highly recommend it because the goggle is $40 and the lens is about $20. And trust me, the lens options are sick. So I'm gonna do my best to go through these lenses without it being a nightmare. So we got the purple and green mid-light. This is for like kind of cloudy, kind of sunny days. These things are awesome. You got your highlight green and bluish color lens. This is for a bluebird sunny day. These lenses are sick, and these are the ones that I use the majority of the time because when I'm rocking them, they're just flashy, and I think it gets your guys' attention a lot better. You got the chrome and like black. I don't know, these things are intense. These things are sick. These are a highlight, so once again, bluebird day. So you got your blackout lens. These are for super sunny days. Once again, just a black lens, super dope. And then I got 3 low light lenses. You got the orange one, which is just a kind of an orangish tint. I don't know how to explain what it looks like through a goggle very well, but these are sick. These don't really bug me at all. I would say these are my second favorite low light lens. My favorite low light lens is gonna be the blue lens. Now I wear these basically every powder day because they're sick. Blue is like almost not wearing goggles at all, but if the sun does come out, your eyes don't get fried. So I highly recommend picking up a blue low light lens if you are gonna be getting Outdoor Masters and you need a low light lens. And I've always wanted clear lenses, and then I realized how hard it is to actually wear clear lenses all the time. You have to pick a day where you know the sun's not coming out at all, because the moment it does, you're being blinded. But clear lenses are sick. I do like them. I actually got to wear clear lenses this season already, and I was stoked on that. So once again, I highly recommend Outdoor Masters for the price of the goggle, and basically almost all of those lenses you could get for the price of 1 Oakley pair with 1 lens. Now when it comes to quality, if Oakley's 100%, these are at 80%, but the price difference is absurd. So price versus quality, I think Outdoor Masters are sick, and I highly recommend them. And let's be real, guys, you've seen me wear these for the last 2 seasons, ripping powder, park, whatever, changing lenses, and they're the same goggles. Like, these things are quality. All right, guys, the last piece of gear we're gonna talk about are my boots. These are Ride Cadences, and these are chick boots. These are size 7 girls, and the reason why I'm wearing chick boots is because I got baby feet. I wear a size 7 men's, and that's the smallest men's boots are made in, and when I put my foot in there, I don't really pack it out, nothing like that. I get a lot of heel lift, and so I was having a lot of issues. And my buddy Eli, that's a boot tech, was like, yo, let's put you in some girl boots. And I was like, dude, if you think it's gonna work, he's like, well, you got girl feet, it's gonna work. And I was like, all right. So we threw on these boots and they work. So if you're a small guy like me, wear size 7 foot, check out girl boots. They might actually work for you like they do work for me. I have broken them in now, and I'm in love with these boots. I don't get any heel lift. My performance is exponentially gone up, and I'm really enjoying these boots. Now I know a ton of you guys don't have girl feet, so I'm gonna go ahead and link the male equivalent of this boot in the description, as well as the ones that I actually ride, if you want to check them out. And lastly, we have the snowboards. Now these are not all of my snowboards, these are my 2 main. However, I did just win a snowboard, which is coming in the mail, and then I possibly have a snowboard sponsor lining up, which is gonna be super sick. But I am gonna talk about the one I just won, it just hasn't got here yet. So this is the flashy board. This is the one that all of you guys always ask me about. It's my custom made Marhart Archaic. It's a hybrid camber, and this board rips. This one right here, no joke, has over 300 days on it. It is a noodle now, but this thing is holding up incredibly. There are some gnarly popped edges that are starting to get some water damage in them, but I still ride this board to this day. This has basically become my rock board, but still, it's like, the quality in this build is incredible. I have a brand new one with with Union Contact Pros on it. That's at my house. I didn't want to bring both of the same looking snowboard. And that's the one that's gonna be my main slayer this season. On this one right here though, I got Union Contacts, not Union Contact Pros. These bindings are super solid. I've been using Union Contacts for 3 years now, and I think they're good bindings. They hold up. The best part about them is if something breaks, it's easy to replace unless you don't live in the United States. That can be a little bit of a hassle. But the only thing I've had to deal with Union Contacts is sometimes these back bolts get a little loose and you have to tighten them down consistently. But other than that, they're solid bindings. Now this is the powder board. It's got the fishtail, super sick. This is the Capita Spring Break Slush Slasher. So technically it's a powder board and then like a slushy slasher board. Yeah, you can actually rip it in the park too. It's flat to camber on the tail and the nose, so you can actually ride it switch, which I have done. It's not bad, especially if you're ripping the park. It's really not that bad. On a powder day, it's a little sketchy, I'm not gonna lie. This thing is super wide. I don't know the dimensions of how wide it is, but you cannot go on the mountain nowadays without seeing one of these boards ripping around. This was the best impulse purchase I ever had. Riding powder on a powder board is sick, not because it helps you ride powder on powder, because I can rip powder just as good on that snowboard. It just makes it to where you're using less effort so you can ride powder longer. So for me, it's not like the actual powder that's like, oh, this is so sick. It's the chundery torn up snow that I can rip through super easy because of this snowboard. And that's why I like having a powder board. So my other snowboard that is in the mail is the snowboard I won from the Stalls Lines Challenge. I don't know if you saw the video I posted a couple weeks ago where I said I won my first ever snowboard competition, which I did, which was a sick little edit of snowboarding, like the Stall Lines Challenge. There's a lot to it. You have to go check those videos out to know what I'm really talking about. But basically, I won a snowboard and some bindings. So the snowboard I won was the Rome Model RK1 Stall Snowboard 2020 156. It only comes in 156. It's Stall Sandvik's Pro Model. This board is gorgeous. Here's some photos of it. And I'm really stoked to finally get it, to finally ride it. And I also won Rome Targus bindings. It's so hard to say. I don't know what they're gonna look like because they are size small and usually small bindings don't look very cool. But here's a photo of the bindings and what they should look like. Obviously, once I get this in the mail, we'll make a video on it. We'll be stoked. But the Rome Targus and Stall snowboard will be linked in the description. I'm super stoked to win a board and bindings. That's never happened to me before. And it was really cool to actually just win that competition because it means as a videographer, video maker, I'm getting better. All right, guys, that's my gear for this season. I hope you liked this video. I hope you like the gear. And if you want any of it, of course, it's always linked in the description, as well as any of the Evolution stickers, any of the Evolution merch. The gold Evolution shirts with black or white are gonna be coming soon. Be ready. That will probably drop late November, early December. The best part about the Evolution stickers, once you throw it on the helmet, you do let everybody know that you're a part of Team Huckhouse, and the community we're growing here is insane. So thank you to the new 2,000 subscribers that we have gotten. Now, if you don't like my gear, but you want help with your gear, check out my Patreon page. If you join that, that is the place where we can have those conversations. I can really work with you on what gear you should get. I can help you research it. Once again, I'm not a very techie guy, but when it comes to like looking into snowboard gear, I know what to look for and what I want and everything like that, so I can help you there on my Patreon page. And thank you to the new, I think we got 10 new Patreon supporters, so that is incredible. Thank you guys. If you want to join the Patreon page, help me make these daily videos. Once again, that's all linked in the description. And with that, Team Huckhouse, thanks for checking out my gear with me, and as always, thanks for watching. Keep evolving, and we'll see you tomorrow. I'm on top of the ocean, living like life ain't frozen, feeling my feet been chosen for something other than motion, yeah. Mama told me I'ma be somebody, I ain't never gonna need nobody, no, no. I ain't never gonna need nobody, no cliffhanger, yes I so do banger. I'm the new Mick Jagger, I'm the new Mick Jagger.